Okay, in today's topic, we look at the standard form, and the learning objective is to change a number into standard form, and these are the keywords we have. But before we embark on this, students should be able to multiply and divide by 10, 100, and 1000. They should know power of 10. Okay, so let's note this before we start. We say that standard form is a way of writing very large and very small numbers using powers of 10. And in this form, a number is given a value between 1 and 10 multiplied by a power of 10. That is, we have a standard form to be a number in the form of a times 10 raised to power n, where this number a must be a number between 1 and 10. That is, a must be a number that will range between a is less than or equal to 1. That means it must be a number between 1, 2, 3, 4 till we get to what? 9. So a must be a number between this. See that since it's less than 10, 10 will not be included. Okay, and n is a whole number. So n is a whole number. It can be a positive whole number, it can be a negative whole number. Okay, now let's do some example. Maybe asked to write a number of this form to standard form. I may have something like 35,000,000. We'll be asked to write this number to a standard form. So if you are asked to write this number to a standard form, the first thing you are going to do is what? Let us ignore this 0 first. If I ignore this 0, I will have this number to be 35. So 35, that means that the point must be a number that is less than 10. Okay, so I have to be, the point will be here, because 3 is a number. 3 is a number between 1 to 10. So the point will be here. Then multiply by 10. Now we count how many digits we have from that 10. So since this is a whole number, the point is should be to be here. Since it's a whole number, so we count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See that? That's where we put the point. So it will be to what? To power 6. So this is how we write the standard form. Okay. So another example is if I have something like 46700, we are asked to write this to a standard form. For me to put this into a standard form, what I have to do is, first of all, this is a whole number. This is a whole number. I will ignore this 20. Ignore this 20. I will have this to be 467. So where will I place my decimal point? I can't place it here, because if I place it here, it will be 46, which is greater than 10. So I will place my point here, which is 4. The 4 will be a number between 1 and 10. Understand? So I have times 10 raised to power what? Now let me count the number that I jumped before having decimal point. Here is a whole number, that is, the point should be somewhere here. So if I count here, 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? So it will be raised to power what? 4. So this is the standard form. Okay, one more example. If I have 34.75 and we are asked to write this to a standard form, this will be what? I will shift the number to be what? 3. My point to be here, because it should be a number between 1 to 10. I have this to be what? 475 times 10. You see, I only move what? One place. So we have raised to power 1. So that is what we have. Then in the other way, if we are asked to write this number to a standard form, 0.0000375 to a standard form. For me to write this number to a standard form, I will ignore this 0 first. Ignore this 0. I will have this to be 375. Now, where will I place my decimal point? My decimal point should be in between 3 and 7 because 3 is a number between 1 and 10. Okay, so write times what? 10 raised to power what? Now count. How many zeros did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? So the point will now be minus 5. Now it's minus because it's taking the other way round. So what you are going to note here, is that if the decimal point moved from the right to the left, we are having a power of what? Positive. That is what you are going to note. If decimal point moved from the right to the left, we are having a power of this positive. But if the decimal point moved from left to right, we are having a power of what? Negative. Do we get that? Okay, let me do one more example. Here, in this case, we may be asked to write this in standard form, 0.00506 in standard form. Now, in this case, what I have to do is, I will ignore this 0. We have this to be what? 506. Okay, you see this one is included because we already have 5 here. So since I have this, where will I put decimal point be? It will be here, because 5 is a number between 1 and 10. Okay, now times 10. You see from here it goes 1, 2, 3. See that? So since it moves from the left to the right, it will be negative. So it moves how many places? 1, 2, 3. So we have that to be what? Minus 3. So that's how we solve the problem. Okay, now let's look at on how to convert a number from decimal, from standard form to what? To an ordinary number. For us to convert a number from standard form to ordinary number, if I have something like 3.45 times 10 raised to power 5. Now, for me to write this to a standard, to an ordinary form, it's already in standard form. For me to write this to ordinary form, what I have to do is, I have this to be what? 3.45. Now the point is in 5 power 5. I have from here to here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see that? So that's where it's supposed to end. So this will now gives us 3, 4, 5, 0, 0, 0. So this is the normal form. Okay. Another example. If I have something like, we have something like, let me say 4.3 times 10 raised to power 6. To write this to a normal form, from standard form to ordinary form, we have this to be what? 4.3. Now the power is 6, so we have from here 1. From here it move here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see where it stops? 6. You get that? So this now gives us what? 4, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this gives us what? 4,300,000. So this is how we write it to ordinary form. Okay, what happens if I have something like this? You have to find this to standard form. 4.3 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Now this is minus 5. For me to write this to standard form, since it's minus, then this minus, I will start with what? 0 point. You get that? Since I have 5, first of all, have 0 point. Because of this minus, have 0 point. Now since I have 5 to power 5, I'm going to have 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? Then I'll put down my 43. So this is just the standard form. When you check it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see that? Okay. Now another example, if I have something like 3.72 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. First thing I have to do, since it's minus sign, I will have 0 point. Because it's minus sign, I have 0 point. Now the power is 3. That means I will have 2 0. 1, 2. Then put down this 3, 7, 2. That's just standard form. Check from here, 1, 2, 3. See that? Okay, now the final example before we close for today is if you ask to write this number to standard form, to ordinary form, we have 8.65 times 10 raised to power minus 7 to ordinary form. Here, this number, we have this to be minus. I will start from 0 point. Since I have 7, I'll have to get 6 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I have 8, 6, 5. So this is the ordinary form. So that's how we transfer standard form to ordinary form and ordinary form to standard form. That is the end of today's topic. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.